In the words of Chris Jericho, you stupid idiot. And that's exactly what Jordynne Grace is. But she has come out and apologised for her recent Chris Benoit comments. And before we get into it, basically, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. There's been videos already made on the channel. But she essentially came out. She says that she hopes Benoit rots in hell. She hopes that he's not, people stop praising him and all this stuff. And she then said that he was a murderer. But in my opinion, more importantly, she said that he wasn't any good in the ring. She said that he could not live with the best wrestlers today. The very best wrestlers today, Benoit would not be able to hang, which is a fucking joke. And she just proved right there that she has zero credibility when it comes to wrestling. She has zero knowledge if she genuinely believes that Benoit, couldn't hang with the likes of Kenny Omega. I mean, who's she talking about here? I mean, Josh Alexander. I mean, are these the great people that Benoit could not hang with? I mean, Benoit would snap both of these guys within 10 seconds. But regardless, there was also another comment added by Chavo Guerrero, who came out and praised Jordynne Grace for apologising, says he's gained a lot of respect for her. Well, I haven't, because she's only apologised because of the backlash. She's only apologised because she did not get the reaction she was hoping for. In my opinion, that's not an apology. That's weak. That's passing the buck. That is you just doubling back on what you truly believe. So for me, if I was going to... I don't respect Jordynne Grace. I don't like Jordynne Grace. But I respect her even less for coming out and apologising and backtracking on her original comments. But anyway, she came out and she made the following statement, and I quote, "Last week I made an irresponsible and unnecessary tweet. Regardless of how many personal emotions influence my opinion, I should have recognised the impact my words would have on friends and family close to the situation. I was completely thoughtless in that regard. Since reflecting this past week, I've reached out privately to friends and family that are angered and hurt. Among those were David Benoit, Chavo Guerrero and Chris Jericho, who are supporting me in the decision to partner and fundraise with the Concussion Legacy Foundation, formerly Sports Legacy Institute. I have pledged $5,000 with the overall campaign goal being $20,000. I'm acutely aware that the damage has been done. I would never intentionally add on to the suffering of those already dealing with such traumatic event. I am sorry for my insensitivity and aggravating this already delicate topic. This is my way of attempting to squeeze something positive out of the negative situation I created. Thank you in advance to everyone who donates. Patricia." Unquote. Again, just complete nonsense. She doesn't actually believe what she's saying here. Making this big fucking statement as if she really cares about how Jericho or Chavo or David Benoit felt about her tweets. She didn't give a shit. She felt about how... The only thing she cares about is how she felt about her tweets and the reaction she thought she was going to get from the majority of her followers, and it turned out not to be that way. So now she's pretending that she didn't mean it. Now she's pretending there was an error of judgment, and it's, it is bullshit. Just own your words. You genuinely feel like Benoit deserves to, burn in hell. And I don't even blame her for that. I mean, he did kill his wife and his family. If that's what you believe, then fucking own it. I mean, I hate New Jack. I do not like New Jack, but he came out and he said what he felt about Benoit. I mean, he pretty much says what he feels about everybody. And New Jack doesn't retract the statements to be politically correct, or if New Jack faces backlash, he doesn't retract his comments. So, I mean, I would much rather know where I stand with somebody who's just going to tell exactly how they feel, rather than a Jordynne Grace that is going to tweet something edgy and hope that people agree with her, but then when the majority don't, she's going to cry and pretend she didn't mean it. So, I mean, bullshit. Chavo then, who said he respects his decision, I don't know why, but I certainly don't. Chavo tweeted, and I quote, "Kudos to Jordynne Grace for being a big person and owning up to things. She has my respect. Retweet Jordynne Grace. Please read and share. Thank you, David Benoit. Thank you, himself and thank you Jericho unquote. That's what Chavo tweeted, and there was a link in there to the whole concussion donation thing. The only thing I agree here with Chavo Guerrero is she's a big person. She's a very big person. She's fat as fuck, and that is it, guys. I just can't take her seriously. As soon as she says Benoit wasn't good, as soon as she says Benoit couldn't hang with the guys today, she lost total credibility, in my opinion. Nothing she's going to say now, I'm going to take, I'm not going to take any notes, or I'm not going to acknowledge anything she says, because her credibility is shot. She has zero, So it is what it is. Jordynne Grace apologises in an attempt to try and save her reputation, but I mean, who gives a shit? Nobody cares about Jordynne Grace anyway. Till next time, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.